Hey, welcome to Live from Dennis's house. Today we are spotlighting Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Maybe the funniest movie of all time. Definitely the funniest movie of the 80s. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely.
It's up there.
Yes, and we have a big crowd here tonight. We have our old crew is home back together again. We got Padron and Macchio. Yeah, and we got Padron's woman back there, Maria, and we got Sarah, Cha-Cha, the whole crew. So we're going to have a lot of fun with this movie. We're going to talk about everything Fast Times, everything 80s, everything California, and whatever we want to talk about. But first, we're going to do a long-distance dedication to Phoebe Cates, of course, who's changed lives of 13-year-old boys all over the world in 1982. You were 13 in 1982, weren't you, Macchio?
No, I was like 6, but
even better.
Even better.
It made you a man at 6.
It did. It kind of
yeah. So of course we're
opened
talking
up new windows.
We're talking about the infamous scene from Fast Times at Ridgemont High, starring Phoebe Cates getting out of the pool.
And she's only 19 in that scene, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Where is she now? That's what I'd like to know.
Married Kevin Kline.
Right. But no one's seen Phoebe Cates since 1982, I believe.
Yeah, drop that friend. Good girl.
Oh, really?
There you go.
Oh, all right. We'll have to look into that. Well,
Fact check.
You know how
That
she
might have been
met
her
Kevin
last
Kline,
movie.
Don't you?
how'd she meet Kevin Kline?
That was
She
also.
was trying out for the part of the Big Chill.
That's right.
Oh, very
Yeah.
good. That's right. Yes.
And she didn't get it.
But she got Kevin Kline.
Meg
you go.
Kelly got it instead.
Yeah.
Yes,
It was
please.
a good choice.
That was a good movie too. We should do that movie sometime.
Yeah, that's a
but
good
anyway, we're gonna do long distance dedication to Phoebe Cates, and we're gonna play "Moving in Stereo" by the Cars,
Yes.
and "We Got the Beat"
Best
by the
song.
Go-Go's, and we'll be right back with the show. Hey, welcome back. That was. What was it? Moving in Stereo by the Cars, and We Got the Beat by the Go-Go's. And did you know that song's not even on the soundtrack? We Got the Beat opens up the movie, but it's
Right.
not on the soundtrack.
It's true.
It sure
I don't know why, and Sarah brought this up, that it's a mismatched, disjointed mess of songs.
Well,
Yeah.
it's kinda
A
like
lot of
the
the songs they
80s,
wanted, they
really.
weren't allowed to do. Like,
Yeah.
she wanted the Dead Kennedys in it, and she wanted a few other, like, she was big into punk at the
Oh,
time.
really?
Yeah, and like the Go-Go's was like as far edgy as that she could get.
So-
So they caved on it.
So
Raised on the Radio was the song they wanted as the opening.
I'm thinking that they had like $25 extra to do the soundtrack after they made the
exactly.
movie, and they said, "All right, here, go get some songs. Here's
Here's a bunch of
$25
songs.
bucks.
No one's
Isn't
See
that
what you
how
can
they
get."
made- Isn't that how they made all the soundtracks back then?
So, but anyway, we'll get to the soundtrack and all that stuff. But first, we have to talk to Mike Macchioli, who's been missing for over 3.5 months. So we want to hear the story. What happened?
Well, okay, I flew to LA. And then after I was there for a while, I ended up meeting up with someone in a convenience store, and he's like, I gotta work out. And I said, I was like, okay, I gotta work out too. It was Richard Simmons. And then I ended up, we hung out for a couple weeks. He started to come out in the open, and then all of a sudden I got photographed, he got photographed. There was this big media swarm. I came back home.
You ended up in Bangkok, right? That's
did.
how the story ended.
It was crazy. I don't know. It was a rough couple weeks, but
my God.
I'm through it. Lost my cell phone in realism. But hey, it was stolen.
It was stolen?
It was stolen.
What? Did you try calling it?
I did.
And did Padron answer?
Oh, he was looking through my pics at the time. But no, it was really a shame. So whenever you're going into a convenience store, lock your car if it's charging.
Wow.
Just so you know.
So you just left the windows open, or
No,
just the door?
Big sign
A
says,
few
"My
weeks
phone's
ago, it
in
was
the
like
car."
freezing out. So no,
Right.
like it was literally like go inside, get cigarettes, and then
Wow.
phone gone.
See, cigarettes are bad for you.
Cigarettes are bad for you.
That's what we've learned from
Locking
this.
your car is bad. Not locking
Not
your car
locking,
is
yeah.
Wow. So I guess you did not catch the culprit.
bad. Yeah.
Well, let's try it. We should dial that on the break and see who answers. And
Well, I still have my same number, so I'll answer. I'll be the guy.
That would be
I'll
great.
the guy who
He's gonna
answers.
answer.
So there's a new phone, but thanks. Yeah.
that's not right, man. That's just not right. Shouldn't steal another man's phone.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah, the only thing worse you could steal is guitar. I have a couple things that I made note of that I want to talk about. I want to talk about the men's romper. Have you guys heard about this? It is a new fashion.
Yeah. Maria, fill me in.
Mike's gonna wear it.
Nice.
Wow.
Next show.
Wow.
All right. So
On
everybody,
stage?
You do your little turn on the catwalk. On the catwalk.
That's hot.
everybody knows what a romper is, right? Romper,
romper.
nearly killed her.
Romper.
Yeah.
Oh.
But anyway, they're calling this the romp him. And
Oh.
so it is. It's a romper. Everybody knows what that is. It looks good on girls, but it looks absolutely ridiculous on men. But they're trying to push this off on society. So I discussed about the mud jeans last show.
Did you see
where
the torn sneakers?
the torn sneakers?
Yes, you can buy torn sneakers
Oh,
for
there you go.
$18,000.
Exactly.
Oh.
So now there's this. And I threatened to punch anyone in the face who I saw wearing mud jeans. So now I don't know that I'm trying to be calm as I get older and relax, but these things are driving me out of my mind.
I don't
That
blame you.
if I see Padron wearing a romper, I may have to choke him. Actually,
Well,
I think it
your
would look
girlfriend
good.
just
Yeah.
said you're going to be wearing one, so he has the right to punch you in the face now.
Did you say you think he would look good?
On the show, I think it would look good. That it would be an added.
So it's
For
a show,
comedic
it's a show
effect.
romper, not a
You
casual
look great with a
daily
man
wear
bun, by the
romper.
way. Did I ever tell you that?
Yeah, well, that's what we should do. We should do, what do they call that? When you live in the city, metrosexual. We'll do a metrosexual show.
Oh, that's
So,
fun.
yeah, Mike
Yeah.
Padron, you wear the romper. I'll have the man bun.
Yeah.
Macchioli, what are you
I'll
doing?
wear a leotard. Might as well. I'll go running.
And what do I do?
Well,
Just laugh?
it's all men's show.
Just fill your glass back up
We're doing-
and ignore it all.
I got the album. We're going to be doing Village People.
Oh,
Wow.
YMCA.
Who's the? I want to be the Indian.
We'll figure out something. So,
Oh,
so anyway, the world's going crazy. So
Yes.
there's one other thing I need to poll everybody about. That what is the rule for holding the door open for somebody? That what is the distance when it's no longer holding a door? It's now a burden. And
Yeah, I say you wait till they're really far away, then you hold
Like
the
5
door
feet.
and make them want to run because now they feel awkward. that
Right,
you're standing
right.
there
You're
it so
holding the
long.
door for them. They're just getting out of their car 5 miles down the road, and they got to run. And
See, I'm the guy who's always like, after I hold them, they don't say thank you. I'm like, you're welcome.
And then you slam the other door
Yeah.
in front of them. Say thank you on the previous one.
But you know what I like as well? When somebody holds the door for you awkwardly, when they're actually now in your way completely because they open the door and then they realize
Wanna
they
go
didn't
back
open
in,
it. So
yeah.
they're
It
like
opens
this,
in, you're
and you
trying
got
to
a
come in.
limbo under their arms. And
oh my.
it's a very hostile show. Can you tell that I've
Like
been...
you open the door and you're right, and they
You
open
had a
the door
rough
left
week,
and they
didn't
walk
you,
in.
dude?
I had a very stressful week, and I've been
a lot of
sick. And
Suburban first world problems.
Yeah, I know,
expressing
right?
here. I hate when I'm holding the door and then it gets awkward.
And sometimes you gotta, you get in front of, you gotta limbo underneath them.
I'm
You
like,
gotta limbo underneath them. You sound like George
oh,
Costanza.
I'm
It's
so
so funny,
close to
though.
you right now. I don't even know you.
I say that to my daughter all the time when she's complaining about something like the air
yeah,
conditioner is
yeah,
not cold enough for her. And I say, you know that 90% of the women in the world don't even have clean drinking water, and you're complaining about air conditioning. And it
So what did
doesn't
she say?
it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just like
Wow.
rolls her eyes
And-
and
Like,
turns the
make
air
it-
conditioner up. Yeah.
Whatever, Dad.
Yeah,
My Wi-Fi's not working.
Can't even comprehend.
this is the worst thing ever.
Ever. Oh my
In
God.
her world,
You can't drive me there? Why?
As Sarah mentioned, it's a mishmash of songs they just threw together for $25.
Right.
But there's a lot of good stuff, I guess.
Sort of.
There's a lot of junk on it
Jackson
too.
Brown's
But,
great. And
yeah.
like, Sammy Hagar's song is actually pretty good.
This is a double
not.
album too. Look at that. A gatefold. I love those
there
shoes
pictures?
too. Yeah. Look inside for a little. I'll talk about the album notes. That they have the songs by bands like The Go-Go's, Jackson Brown, Joe Walsh, No Talking, Cha Cha,
I wasn't talking.
Oingo Boingo, Sammy Hagar, and the songs from it. Somebody's Baby, Waffle Stomp, Raised on the Radio, Goodbye Goodbye by Oingo Boingo. I like that one.
Oingo
That
Boingo.
closes it up
Closing
too.
song.
It's like saying
Right,
boingo,
right.
boingo.
And the album peaked at number 54, and the highest chart was Somebody's Baby, who went to number 7. So that's
Such
really
an awful song, too.
what, Somebody's Baby? No, that's a good song, and
She's
it's
so
so
bad.
80s. It really
Right.
identifies the
They
80s
have
for
quite
me.
possibly
Yeah,
the
it
worst
is, it
lyrics in
is.
any song ever.
Thank
It
you.
wasn't. It's his best.
Somebody's baby.
But it fits for the scene. I
There
mean,
you go.
it was good. And the scene.
All right, so
See, we're gonna do the song regardless.
Yes.
to perform that tonight.
we were gonna record that, but,
But
Jimmy had
Jimmy,
his
explosive
dog
diarrhea.
had explosive diarrhea, and hopefully his dog is doing well. His dog ate a whole bunch of medication, so let's hear it for Snuffles. and hope she's feeling better. I made that up. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, or what its name is.
I
But
feel like the dog's dish is a bad place to keep your medication. You might want to reconsider that.
I said that. I'm like, how does the dog?
Yeah.
Where are you keeping these things?
all right, enough of that. So let's.
Sweater.
There's not really that much to talk about with the soundtrack, really.
No, there really isn't. There you go.
That it's not that good, but it's it's a timepiece, if you will. And look at the album cover with those black and white sneakers. I gotta get those.
Man.
Yeah.
Those
So-
are what.
I actually had
Of
them.
course, yeah.
Everybody
You
had
could
them.
get
Oh,
them.
did we take note now? Let's look at Macchioli's shirt. It's the Colt 45 shirt that Spicoli is wearing in the movie. So
Oh, is it
Dude,
really?
Hamilton.
All right.
All right, Hamilton.
was that at the end in the
I
when
think
the,
it's
the
like-
store got robbed? He was wearing that.
my favorite is.
Is some cool,
I don't know.
Yeah. All right, so let's start talking about this movie now. It was released in August of 1982. So that means it's going to be the 35th anniversary coming up soon.
Wow.
So it was, like I said, it was written by Cameron Crowe, directed by Amy Herkeling, and it's one of my favorite comedy movies of all time. It's a toss-up between this and Meet the Parents. Those are my two favorite comedy movies of all
Oh,
time.
come on. Caddyshack.
Nope, that's it. You cannot question
Coming
me.
in at number 2.
What do you mean? That might be number one. That's
What do you
hysterical.
So many
How
other
dare
good
you.
ones, but-
Faka, look.
Hey, look.
Oh my God.
So anyway, let's talk
I
about
have
this
nipples.
movie.
Could you
That's
milk me?
good point.
I got nipples, Greg.
Can
See?
you milk me?
Right there, that's hysterical.
That's
Right
the
there.
only
minute.
funny thing that happened.
No,
in the
everything
movie.
is funny. All right.
Amy Hercules.
When the
Name
cancer
3 other
ravaged
movies
your
that she's
body.
All right, now we have to keep this. And Macchioli's asking me important questions here.
Exactly.
Whole thing's
So
out of control.
I can't name. He asked
Amy
me.
Hercules. 3 other movies she's directed.
I know she did Clueless
Yes.
and Apocalypse Now and Goodfellas.
You're pretty
Wow.
close.
And I don't know the other
Johnny
two.
Dangerously.
Oh, really?
And Look Who's Talking.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Pretty
Yeah,
cool,
very good.
yeah.
And this was her first movie.
Yes.
And it was like some high school movie that they saw, and they said, here.
Well, Cameron Crowe decided to go renegade and decided to enlist in college, well, rather high school. And
Right.
Yeah.
That's very important.
He
Tell
enrolled
about
in high
that.
school under a false name and decided to write about the people that he was going to school with, and that's what the whole book Fast Times at
Exactly.
Ridgemont High came from.
Did you know that?
No.
He went undercover
Yeah.
in a high school, like David Cassidy did, and he
was
wrote
only,
about
he was only
his
like
experiences.
19, but he was already out of high school.
Right,
so
right.
He decided
And that's
to do
where this
that.
book came
Wasn't
from.
he an almost famous?
Well, he wrote
Right,
Almost
he was
Famous.
about
story.
that's the
because
story.
he
Yeah.
toured with
Okay,
Zeppelin
okay,
as
okay.
like a 16-year-old kid, and they were one of the few people who trusted him. Hence, why Zeppelin is actually on this soundtrack.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of that, did you notice that they say you should listen to Led Zeppelin 4, but then when they show him,
You're right.
they're listening to
It's
Kashmir
Right,
from Physical
right.
There's a
Graffiti.
reason
That's
behind
right.
that.
Ah, tell us.
Okay, because there was some licensing problems, and so Robert Plant contacted Cameron Crowe, and he's like, "Look, we can't let you use that track." So after that, they decided, "Okay, well, we'll give you Kashmir." And
Oh,
it's
yeah,
funny.
like nobody needs that. Yeah.
No, but it even worked out better because it's
It
almost like
did.
Mark Ratner is so
Yeah.
not together. He probably couldn't get Zeppelin 4 or figure this out. So he ended up playing Kashmir by mistake, which is great because it's very ominous.
Ah, okay,
and
yeah.
It's the first
it does
date.
work good
It
there.
works
yeah.
really
perfect.
does. It's
So it
perfect.
actually worked out pretty good.
Right. Now, the one thing I wanted to make a note about that, the actual person, the rat, Mark Ratner, that when he was undercover, that was based on a kid named Mark
Yes.
Rathbone.
Rathbone.
Who then ended up becoming a millionaire because he wrote those books for dummies.
For dummies.
Isn't that something?
Wow.
Yes.
DOS for dummies.
Yes.
Computers for dummies.
So anyway, this was the quintessential 80s movies. It's so 80s, so California. Everything about it, I love it. And
Cam Springsteen
too.
is
I
also
love
yes,
it.
let's talk about that. Bruce Springsteen's sister is in
Yes.
this. She plays one of the
The
cheerleaders.
Spirit Bunnies.
Yes, and
Which one?
the
Dee.
dark-haired
Not
one.
the main one.
The
not
dark
Really
haired
bums
one.
out Dee Dee and me. Or Dina and me. Dina, I believe.
Yeah,
her name
not
is.
the blonde one,
Dina.
the dark-haired one.
Okay.
And did you know that she was then engaged to Sean Penn?
Sean Penn actually had a major
Wow.
crush on her. Met her during the filming of this, and the only time he got really upset was he was like, "How are you filming her?" and stuff like that. He got behind the director, and it was this weird thing because he fell in love with Springsteen's sister. It's
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
And then married Madonna.
Yeah.
yeah.
And this was his first movie, and they said he stayed in character the whole time.
He was
that
the
everyone
best.
had to call him Spicoli,
Even his
Jeff
answering machine
Spicoli.
at home was actually Jeff. You're calling Jeff.
Yeah, so it was a great movie with so many. It was like a year in the life of all these kids in this California high school, right? But there was so many plots and subplots and so many characters. It was like, you had Brad,
like a
of
soap
course,
opera.
Brad
It's a
Hamilton.
realistic high school movie. Though,
Yes,
as
that
opposed
was.
to every other high school movie.
It was really the
before
best.
It really was.
All right, so now here comes the quiz part. Everyone's going to name a character. Brad Hamilton was played by Sarah.
Judge Reinhold.
Judge Reinhold. Oh,
Very
you just
good.
took my answer.
I
right.
didn't
One
know
of
it
the few
was
I
going to
would
be just for
know.
each person.
All right, Mal Maria, this one's for you. Stacy Hamilton was played by.
Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Very good. Woo. All right, Cha-Cha. Linda Barrett was played by. That was Stacy's friend, Linda.
Come on.
Oh, Phoebe Cates.
Yes,
I
there
did
you
not-
go.
You know what? Okay.
All
Everybody's
right,
getting the easy one. Oh, he's waiting. He's going to kill me.
Mr. Hand.
Kill me.
Mr.
Ah.
Hand.
Ray
Macchio.
Walston.
Very good.
My favorite
Now,
person.
Padron, I will give you one. Who played Mike Damone?
Come
Padron.
on. I just quizzed you on this in the car.
Yeah,
Tom Hanks.
wrong. Robert Romanus.
Romanus. And his brother was also in Mean Streets by Scorsese, Richard Romanus.
Oh, really?
He plays Michael, who ends
Wow.
up doing the shooting at the end, remember?
Oh, okay.
And they actually look alike.
wow.
If you actually put them together, it's like they're almost like, they're
And
like,
did you even know that the guy at the very end who
Is
robs?
Scorsese.
No, the guy at the very end of this movie that robs the
convenience
convenience store. He's a famous actor as well.
Really?
He went on to be in a lot of movies. I
That
forget his
Really?
name, John Russo or something.
Oh, okay.
Super famous.
But anyway, the first
They're
roles.
so famous.
He is.
I know that.
So anyway, the first roles are amazing. Forrest Whitaker played
Yes,
the football guy. I forget his
yeah,
name.
that's
You have four
Who
Oscar
killed
winners
us?
or,
Yes.
or
Who killed
Oscar
us?
nominees and Oscar winners in this film. So who are they?
Forrest Whitaker.
Okay.
Sean Penn.
Judge
Yep.
Reinhold.
Nicolas Cage.
Nick
Yep.
yeah.
Eric Stoltz.
There you go.
There you
Bingo.
go.
Ding ding ding.
And didn't you say
Anthony
that the other
Edwards
guy-
was
yeah.
also
Edwards,
played.
He won a
Yeah.
Golden Globe and an Emmy, but he didn't win an Oscar.
And you know what their roles were in the movie? Stoltz and Edwards. They were known as
Stoner
Stoner
Buds.
Buds.
Stoner
Yeah. And that was the
Ah,
best
it's the
scene.
best
I
got a
love
cigarette.
that. When you sent that picture to me today, that I laugh every
When they
time I
fall
see
out.
that.
And that
Every
was the
time when the
improv
van
scene.
comes
Man,
up,
it's the
yeah.
best.
And like also, even when they go into they go into All American Burger and they sit down, and it's like you guys had shirts on when you came in here. There's actually another part to that scene where like all of a sudden it's like he's like, I got a Nicolette, and he throws the nickel on the table, and a guitar pick shows up, and they're like, where'd you get this? You start playing guitar? And he's like, no man, I met Mick backstage in LA. It's a deleted scene. You gotta look it up.
Oh, cool.
And he's like, I met Mick, and he came up to me and he's like, hey man, we rapped for a while and this thing, and he gives him the guitar pick, and it's like a really cool scene. It's a shame they deleted it, but you know.
Everything.
Yeah.
So now, what was the famous expression during that scene when Judge Reinhold said to them, "Hey, you guys had a shirt on"? What do they all say? They read the sign. What does the sign say?
No shirt,
no shoes,
no
no dice.
I must have lost it, man.
Yeah. So, all right.
Wait, you lied. There's no birthday party for me here.
Yeah. See, that was an awesome scene too, with like that whole plot with
Ray Walston
yeah, exactly.
and
Spicoli.
Sean Penn, literally, that whole
Yeah,
Sure.
that was great.
acting
great,
relationship
great.
is
Yeah.
amazing. It really is. Like,
And
you
then-
dick is like one of the greatest lines ever in a movie. Literally.
Yeah. And then
Never mind.
they had, like you mentioned before, Mr. Vargas, Vincent Schiavelli, and
Yeah.
you know what was his
Well,
teacher?
his
He was like the
wife.
biology teacher or whatever.
Well, wait, his
Right.
wife.
Yeah, tell us about the wife, Mrs. Vargas.
Lana Clarkson,
Yes.
the girl who plays his wife at the very end of the film, and literally they're
Beautiful
like,
blonde,
They're like,
yes.
who do you want to play your wife? He picked the most buxom extra ever. He was like, this girl. Pulls her in. She has a little scene. It's really funny, and then literally, who ends up murdering her later on in life is
Cha-Cha.
Cha-Cha.
Den. It's Phil Spector.
Yay! Exactly.
You know, nice. So, see all these subplots, even in the
God.
cast.
All
This
kinds
is
of weird
this whole
stuff going
movie.
on.
All right, so now I think it's now time to smell the album. Where's the album? Who's got my album?
Uh-oh.
You guys
Security.
have it. I
Drone.
gave it to them.
Sleeping on the job.
All right, so now it's time to smell the album. I'm going to name our favorite song off this album.
Is none of
This
the above an
album
option?
smells really good, though. Oh, this was in a smoker's home.
Ooh, even better.
Sarah?
It,
What kind of smoke
yeah, I
are we
think
talking
it
about?
came from Spicoli's house.
What's that sound?
All right, so I have to go with Somebody's Baby as my favorite song.
I could say, yes, this might be from a smoker's home. I don't know. Yeah, Somebody's Baby, because it's actually on the soundtrack.
Yeah. You
There's
can
other
name
songs
songs that are not
off
on the soundtrack. Yeah.
that I think are better. but-
Cashmere, then.
Cashmere.
Yeah,
I was
but
gonna
I would just say
that doesn't
Cashmere.
count. That doesn't count.
I can't use
You got to go off the actual
All right, well,
Well,
soundtrack.
then
Like you're
of course
ordering
I'm
lunch.
going with,
Yeah, right. I'll have the
menu.
Oingo Boingo, please.
That's great, too.
Yeah, I really like that song.
which one? Oh, yeah.
So, Goodbye Goodbye by Oingo Boingo.
And who
This is
Oingo Boingo as well. Like Danny Elfman went on to
Yeah,
be like
yeah.
a
Oh my God,
major
yeah. That's funny.
composer.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's a dead
What's your
man's
favorite
I think it
song?
might be
Who
Parliament
could
Light.
ask for more?
Which one's in the blue box?
It's in the
Parliament,
blue box.
that's it.
Hey,
Blue box.
Padron, did you name your favorite song off that?
It's got to be Somebody's Baby.
Very good. That
I
seems
think
to be
it's
the
gonna
favorite.
be,
Maria.
Unless Somebody's Baby.
All right.
Yeah.
See, that's the unanimous winner here.
Unanimous.
These are all just terrible.
And I agree, it's awful. And she lost her virginity
I
watching
think it's
surf Nazis. It's terrible. In a dugout.
All right. Oh, here's a good one. Who was the guy, the stereo salesman? What was his name that
Ron
she
Johnson.
liked? Oh, very good. Nice. So, do we have any?
When did he stop calling her?
Did you pick your
In
favorite
November.
I don't like
No,
any
I
of them.
don't know.
Oh, right
so
before
you're-
Christmas, man.
Wow, hold on.
Wow.
Hold on, everybody. Hold the horses here. We have a first.
talking.
Sarah has refused to answer. She says, I don't like any songs,
Just
and
Sarah.
I don't.
No, Sarah, come on, give us
You
one.
know-
Missed, but she actually
Dude.
spit on the.
After the,
Well,
after
she
the-
spit on my record?
Yeah.
I did.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
That's
a first on
An old
Dive
Ukrainian
Dennis's
woman
house.
just over here spitting and hexing the record.
Whoa.
All right, I know your favorite. It's got to be Jackson Brown, right?
Yeah, of course.
Come
but
on.
you take such liberty
No, the Sammy
do you
Hagar
mean?
song. Come on.
picking my.
No. Remember, we don't like Sammy Hagar.
I got a bad
Remember
fascination.
Chacha? I hate Sammy.
All right.
Hagar.
Here's one last thing that I have to say. Did you know who was originally supposed to play Mr. Hand?
Yes, the guy who played Herman Munster.
Yes, Fred Gwynn,
Gwynn.
Herman
No
Munster.
way.
And he said this movie
Aw.
is filthy and disgusting.
Yeah, he
He
turned it
spit
down.
on the
Yeah.
script and he said, I will never play this.
And
He didn't know what the
David Lynch
youths
was
were
originally
doing.
gonna direct it,
Yes.
and
So
then
he
didn't
also
let the
like we
youths.
also who was gonna also be the leading man? Ralph Macchio.
Who was he supposed to play?
my
He was gonna
God.
play Brad Hamilton.
Oh, really?
They couldn't
Can you
afford it.
imagine? And then they
Wow.
come together later in My Cousin Vinny.
That's right.
There you
Exactly.
go.
That's very true.
The Posy traction.
Wow.
That's why we got this.
Did you ever see
up?
Fast
In a
Times at Ridgemont High?
1969 Ford Tempest.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Not so great soundtrack, but you should get it anyway because it looks cool. And hopefully you can get one that smells like cigarettes or weed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that we're in the baseball mood, we're going to go over to the news where, of course, everybody knows Pete Rose, right?
Yeah.
He was
Love Pete
the
Rose.
one of the greatest baseball players
Should
of
be in
all
the Hall of
time.
Fame.
He's the Major League Baseball hits leader, but because of gambling, he was denied entrance into the Hall of Fame. So, anyway, things changed last weekend. So this story comes out of Cooperstown, New York. Major League Baseball hits leader was tased on his genitals as he was attempting to force his way into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Rose, 76, has been permanently banned from the Hall of Fame due to his gambling on baseball. And this did not sit well with Charlie Hustle, and he finally decided to take his balls into his own hands. So Rose made a mad dash for the front door of the Hall of Fame and made his famous headfirst slide under the legs of a security guard. 3 other guards chased Rose down the hallway as he laughed maniacally and knocked over sacred baseball memorabilia. The guards grabbed Rose as he was peeing into Ty Cobb's hat. That is when the guards tased Rose on his nads. As the guards
Neds.
as the guards were leading Rose out of the building, fans were cheering and Rose screamed to them, "I told you I'd be in the Hall of Fame someday." Rose played in Major League Baseball from 63 to 86 and managed from 84 to 89. He won many awards, but is best known for his gambling and his Three Stooges haircut. So there you have it. All the news not fit for print from Madhouse Magazine. Let's hear it. So, anyway, I love Pete Rose. So now
Yeah.
it's
love
time
Pete Rose.
to wrap this show up.
He's a
Yes,
character.
I say put him in the Hall of Fame.
He should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yes. What's a little gambling between
Nothing.
friends?
What's a little steroids? What's a little gambling?
Yeah, right. So anyway, we're gonna wrap this show up now, unless you have something else to say, Cha-Cha.
Cha-cha. Last word.
No, I was just gonna say that's when men were men and not wearing rompers.
I agree.
I bet
But they
Pete
still-
Rose never wore a
But he still
romper.
had a Richie Cunningham haircut.
Not Richie Cunningham. He had a Mo haircut.
Hey, nobody saw the David Carradine thing coming. You don't know what Pete Rose does in his spare time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That's true.
You don't know what people do.
You don't know what people do.
Yeah, that's the most embarrassing way to die, I have to say.
In a romper?
In a romper,
In a romper.
choking
With a belt around
yourself
your neck.
in your closet. Yeah. With Fast Times at Ridgemont High on.
Well, I don't know.
The
like
Phoebe
playing-
Cates scene
playing
frozen
football
on the
a ski
TV.
slope like Sonny Bono is pretty bad.
Applause on the
That's
VHS.
pretty bad. I'm just saying. You want to bring out shitty ways to die? It's like, dude, throw me a pass. I'm dead. Well, like that sucks. Yeah, go Sonny. But we should do a share show. I think
Yes,
that
we
would-
should.
Share
I bet
show.
Sarah could do a great share.
If I could turn
Oh yes.
if I could find my way.
I
We
gotta
can do some share.
There we go. All right. Next
Seriously.
week, Sonny and Cher comedy
Gypsy
hour.
Chaps and Thieves.
And just think of all the stuff to talk about with, like you said, Sonny, and Chaz is now a woman. Chastity is now
Wait,
a man,
a man?
I believe.
Yes.
Chaz is
You have to
still a
work
man.
on it.
And she was married to
Chastity.
Greg Allman, all this good
Can't-
stuff. So anyway,
Not
There's a lot of
Chaz,
dirt there.
Cher.
I know.
Yeah.
So anyway, we have to wrap this up way over time here. So we're gonna wrap this show up, and that is it. Live from Dennis's house on 474 The Mix. Now let's play some more music to take us out with. What are we gonna play now? Oh, now it's time to play "Somebody's Baby" by Jackson Brown, and off of Led Zeppelin 4, we're gonna play "Going to California."
Oh, not Cashmere?
Cashmere is not on Led Zeppelin 4. See, I'm taking a different twist.
Oh, wow. He's being real.
And because the movie's from California, I did Go into California. You see all these twists and turns? It's like a winding road. It's like, what's that highway in California that's very twisty?
Ventura?
No.
PCH.
No, not that
Ocean
one.
Pacific Highway?
Yeah, whatever. Look it up. Google it.
Oh,
Nick.
the one in
Pacific
San
Coast-
Francisco
Pacific
that goes
Coast
down there?
Highway.
No.
Yeah.
It's,
He's on it. No, he's on it.
they made a
It's-
movie about it with Nick Nolte. It's in through the mountains and the hills, in the Hollywood Hills
Fear and
there.
Loathing Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's Mulholland. That's it. Maria pulls it out in the last bottom of the ninth.
That's just in LA,
you
though.
didn't
That's
wanna
not up
sit
the
in.
coast.
I didn't say up the coast.
I'm just saying.
Maria is now the MVP of the show. Yeah, all right. She will be invited back.
Yeah.
So, Maria, can you do a Cher impersonation as well? Are you a singer? Are you a singer of any sorts? No. Okay. So anyway, let's wrap this show up again. I already said what songs we're going to do, but we're going to do it again. Somebody's Baby, Jackson Brown. Going to California by Led Zeppelin 4 and the Artist of the Month. So check us all out on social media, Madhouse Magazine. Check out Cat House, the Street Walking Cheetahs, Light My Fire, the De Silvas, and the Maria and Cha-Cha Band. Soon coming to a town near you. Let's hear it for us. Ah.